It's January 29th, and it is Wednesday, 2025. Excuse me, I'm Andrew from 510 Books, and I am continuing to go through to finish off the rest of the Gaylord or palette of mixed media, which now is DVDs. I randomly found some Blu-rays that I clearly did not see that I put in with the DVDs. But aside from that, it's all been DVDs. And I have four. I have those three, and then I'm about to dig into this fourth one here. So just four more crates of DVDs, which is not much. I did about 2.5 today in a couple of hours. It takes about an hour or so for me to get through them all, and you have to understand it's probably less than an hour, actually. I had a couple of people come in. I opened the store today for like 3 hours, 2.5 hours, because I gotta go pick up my kids, so I couldn't open all day. Anyway, there were some people that came in, that kind of thing. So there were some things that happened that took me away from it, but about 45 minutes to an hour to get through a crate. And my process is really thorough for what I need to do, which is making different piles based on ones I know DVDs I know I'm not going to keep. I'm just going to pull the discs, which, as you can see, is really growing over here. Those two very tall piles are probably 200 to 50-ish. So like 500. I'm already up to like 500 or so. And I still have four more crates. So I'll probably have like 600 to 700 loose movies. And then I have kids, TV shows, and Blu-rays. Well, I'm not going to add any more to the Blu-rays. The Blu-rays will grow as I go through the other Gaylords. But in terms of the DVDs for kids, TV shows, and just movies, I'm going to be putting those up for sale on eBay as well to make some of my money back off of what I spent around for the Gaylord. So I pull some of those. Some of them I have to look and see if I have them in stock. And then I have to check the discs, clean it if it's necessary. That takes some time with the Eco Pro 2. And then I have to price it if I need to, and put it in its stack. Basically, I've got all different genres here. As you can see, the TV shows has really gone out of control, which is good. This is all sci-fi, superhero stuff, and then that's kids. I got horror, I got drama, I got concerts, comedy, older movies, 80s and older movies. I got action, lots of different stuff. And then down here, I need to put those in my second store. I keep forgetting, but these are all so these are here sealed. Those are going to go up on eBay in a sealed DVD lot. So there's a decent amount. I'm just going to auction it off. These are all ways that I can make money back quickly to recoup what I put out for the Gaylord. That's my first goal, is to get back that money as soon as possible. And eBay is going to help me with that process. And then these are all different potential eBay lots, including those great courses, which I know people have been commenting on. There's DVDs and CDs in there. I think most of them are actually CDs or DVDs. There's a good amount. There's like 12-ish, 13. There's going to be more for sure. I'll find some more. I usually just put those in one big bundle and they sell immediately. So that'll be a nice chunk of money to go towards recouping what I put out. So I feel like it's not a ton. Now, remember, I did put out about, 40, 50 DVDs already into my store for this week when I officially open tomorrow and Friday. Actually, will be closed Saturday. That's a side note, but not related to this video. But anyway, Thursday and Friday. So I put a good amount out already, but I still feel like it's not a ton. But the stuff that I am pulling is really good. What I mean is, like, out of an entire Gaylord. Of course, I still have 4 more crates, but and there was a lot of, as you know, a lot of Blu-rays. And Blu-rays are going to the other store. So I'm not saying it's not a lot, in general, not a lot, but it's kind of amazing once you go through it, how much of it is going to be pulled and go into loose disc lots, and how much I'm actually going to use in my store or sell online. Over here, that pile there are individual DVDs that I'm going to be listing on eBay in the next 4 crates. Hopefully I find a few more to add to that total, because that will be helpful to recoup my money for sure. I'm not finding that much for eBay in terms of individual items, but I am getting some lots together. And between all of it, what I'm hoping is all the stuff that I sell on eBay, I'll get quick money with the lots, the sealed DVD lots and these lots here, and then the loose disc. So within a couple of weeks after I finish, because I'll finish going through these crates hopefully tomorrow, Thursday, because I didn't spend all day today or Tuesday or Monday. Obviously, I only spent Friday and Saturday of last week all day because I can't work all day earlier in the week. But anyway, on a tangent there. But yeah, ideally eBay will help me recoup almost, ideally all, but I think won't be all. I think it'll be close to get the money back that I put into the one Gaylord, which means even if I get really close, let's say within like $50, something like that, then I can count on start making a profit on that Gaylord by selling things, Blu-rays, DVDs, etc., some video games in the store to put me in the profit. So far what I'm seeing from the first Gaylord is that it's going to be leaning more towards, for me, in my situation, leaning more towards items going in my store than going on eBay, which is not a bad thing. It's great. I would, though, like a little bit more from eBay because that really helps, like I said, to pay me back for what I spent on them. But you never know. There could be some really good stuff in those. There's good stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm not finding too much stuff that I can sell on eBay for like over $40 or $50, an individual item. Now, in terms of lots, yes, I'm finding some lots that I can do that with. But in terms of individual DVDs, I haven't hit too many of those. So that's too bad. But again, in my experience, every pallet, every Gaylord of mixed media is different, even if it comes from the same source. And often what you'll see, as a side note, which is why you should create lots, is you'll start to see things that are similar, like these as an example. Utah in the 50s. There's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So there's 4 that I have from the however many there are in the set. And these are all sealed, so I can put these on eBay. Even if they're slow sellers, I can put it on eBay and sell that. So when you start seeing, there's other ones down here that I'm keeping too, just to see how much I get together. If it's worth putting it together, there's a lot on eBay, many of them sealed. When you start to see patterns like that, just put them to the side. Like there's some that I tossed that I shouldn't have, like the Latter-day Saints ones. Turns out there was a ton of, there's a ton of similar religious ones that I probably shouldn't have tossed in the beginning. So you learn your lesson, right? Because if I have 20, 25 of them, I'm pretty sure I went through like at least 15 of them, and I'm not even done yet. You might be able to have a decent lot. So those are ways to get your money back quicker by selling that stuff on eBay. Now, if I was only selling online, I would probably need to be ungated on Amazon for DVDs, and I would probably be doing all kinds of different lots based on genre, actor, director, or of course series, that type of thing, TV shows. But there wouldn't be that many high price stuff, like I said, individual titles. But it all depends on what you're going for. If you don't, most people are not going to have a store like I do. So, excuse me. So they're going to have to rely on selling stuff online and move it quickly. And you also might it would probably be smart to do local sales as well, putting up some stuff locally and test out that market. But for me, it's been great in terms of finding a bunch of new titles. I think what I'm going to have to do soon here, possibly even next week, is run a big sale in my store, which I haven't done in over a year. And I'll probably do a big one, like 50% off everything, so that I can not only sell a lot, make a little, extra money, but also free up shelf space so that I can free up as much as possible so that I can put out a lot of new stuff going forward, because I've got so many DVDs, so many Blu-rays, still have lots of CDs, lots of records, and I'm always getting new books. But that's an idea that I'm playing around with, which I haven't done since probably 2023. And that was really successful when I did do it. I sold like over $2,000 worth of inventory on one Saturday, 50% off. So I made like over $1,000 in the one day, which is which is great. And I also just was able to move out a lot of stuff. So you're able to sell off stuff that maybe somebody didn't want to buy because of the price, but they'll pay half, 50% off. Anyway, that's a side note. So point of the video is here is an update. My next video will, unless something else interesting comes up, will probably be about me finishing and showing you everything that that I found, because once I'm done going through all of the crates, my next step, aside from just, making sure I organize all of it effectively, use the space I have here, is to start immediately listing everything, the loose disc lots, the eBay, DVD lots, and the individual stuff, so I can get it up there and start selling it as soon as possible, and then start moving on to another Gaylord. All right, guys, hope you're enjoying this. This is different content than I've had in a while. I'm enjoying the process, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.